Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and I just did a video on this earlier, and then the person I was trying to help sent me a video, and I don't know why I didn't think about tiling or intersecting. So we're going to group this together because I ungrouped it. I got rid of that line. But I know that if you didn't watch the first video, we're trying to get this, which is now 44 by 23, into a laser that's smaller. So we're going to take, underneath your polygon tool is your graph paper. I just want 4 columns across and 1 down. So I'm just going to draw this, but I'm going to make it the size that we wanted. It was 47 by 23. And if you notice, I had my ratio locked or unlocked so it would do that. Now I'm actually going to hit P and put it in the center of the page, even though the page is much smaller, but this way it's going to work like this. We can actually move it out of the center of the page now. Select everything and go to the Intersect tool. Now just move this out of the way. That's your original copy. There's your intersect lines. There's your original. Now go to Object and Group and Ungroup. And now you have 4 different pages. A lot less work than I thought about earlier. I think this will actually work. Might be a little bit, you still got to use some indexing, but if we rotate it 270 degrees and then hit P, put it in the center of the page, you're still going to have to index it somehow. And I guess the best way, if you double click on your page, well, with nothing selected, double click the rectangle tool and it puts it around the page. And then if you select everything, you could hit T like in Tom and it put it to the top of the page. Now, your wood has to be square and has to be perfect. But I think if you do this every time and you use your red dot pointer, and you don't have to have it to the top of the page, you could figure out this space and put your wood in there. As long as your wood is on that line, probably to be the best thing to do would take a piece or your indexing line and have it snap to it and measure this distance, and then run a red dot pointer, because you'd also want to be good on it down here and make sure it all fits on your wood. So now our wood that we need for this, let's just use the parallel dimension tool. It's kind of hard to, let's do this. It'll snap to, if we go to snap to guidelines, take our rectangle tool and just draw a rectangle and see what our rectangle is, and it's 10.5 inches tall. So if your wood was, well, he actually wants a border around it, so this might work perfect. To go ahead and butt your wood up to the top, and then this is going to be your border. But the next piece of wood, you just got to think about what you're doing, because the next piece of wood, this part right here, won't have a border. So you're going to butt that up against this next piece, which will turn it 270 degrees. And just think about that you've got to make sure that these two are going to butt up there, because that it's still going to be a kind of a little bit of a difficult, but it can work. You just need to kind of, if you're lucky enough to have a red dot pointer, it'll help you. One thing you could also actually do that would be pretty cool, I think. Let's take both of these and left click, right click, and let's pick our text. Well, yeah, pick your object, ungroup it, and then Let's go to object and break the curve apart. Actually, this will work perfect. Use your red dot pointer and just select, let's go Control K to break it apart again. See if we can't just get the M, and we do. And then run your red dot pointer to make sure that that edge, because it'll be this part right here will be engraving. Make sure that butts up against your board at the top. It's still going to be a long distance, difficult process, but it can be done. And this is probably the way to do it with the Intersect tool. Anyway, I hope that helped him a little bit. Thank you for watching.